Kia ora, my name's Pale Toti, and I'm from New Zealand.
こんにちは。私の名前は未来です。日本出身です。สวัสดีค่ะ ชยานิต ฤพนิกุล คนที่สวยที่สุดในโลกค่ะ มาจากประเทศไทยค่ะ
你好，我叫 Timmy， 我来自中国。
こんにちは。私の名前は斉藤宗一郎です。日本出身です。
大家好，我叫昌昌，英文名是 Jerry， 我来自中国。
G'day, I'm Michael and I'm Kiwi.
你好啊，我叫 Alvin， 我嚟咗呢邊7年啦。
Hi, I'm Reagan and I'm from the United States.
大家好，我是冯诗雨，我来自中国。
大家好，我叫 Helen Tan， 我来自中国上海。
大家好，我叫许晋阳，我来自中国南京。
各位 Strangers 学生及老师，大家好，我是来自中国浙江省宁波市的张凯文，很高兴在这多灾多难的21年与大家以这种方式见面，祝大家在接下来1年更加安全以及身心健康，谢谢。
大家好，我叫 Alan Xi， 我来自中国广州。
你好 my name is Alvin Chen, and even though I consider myself a Kiwi who has been studying and living in New Zealand since I was in year 6, I still identify with being Chinese and possibly consider myself more of a Kiwi. Living and studying in New Zealand is definitely a very memorable experience in my life. Especially, I'm so lucky to take a part of the St. Andrews family. St. Andrews is a very diverse community with just under 1,600 students, made up mostly by Pakeha, Pacifica, Maori and Asians, and I'm a part of it. The world has 235 countries with 7.9 billion people, but in the top 20 countries with the biggest population, only the USA speaks English as their official language. Interesting, right? English is the most spoken language, followed closely by Mandarin, Hindu, and Spanish. Languages allow us to communicate with the outside world, and therefore learn more about what is happening around the globe. Recently, inclusivity has been introduced into our college values, identifying the importance of a diverse culture within the community. Inclusivity is fundamental because it allows us to experience a wider perspective of the world which all of us living in. There's a big world out there. I would like to finish with a quote from a well-recognized international leader, Mahatma Gandhi. Our ability to reach unity in diversity will be the beauty and the taste of our civilization. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Reagan, and I'm from a small town in Nevada in the States. Now, before coming here, I didn't really know what to expect, and to be honest, I found it pretty similar to the States. But after having spent the last 4 years here, I realized just how special New Zealand really is. My first year here, I remember going on school camps, which was something I'd never done before. I'd never been tramping, never made a tent from trees and a tarp, and certainly never been snow caving. My second year here was pretty basic, NCA level 1, semi-formal, figuring out what I want to do. And then last year was the opposite of basic. After spending lockdown with people that I had never met before, I realized just how kind New Zealanders are and what a special place this is to be. Now it's almost the end of my year 13, and although we're back in lockdown, this year has been the perfect end to my time in New Zealand. I'll never forget the memories I've made here and all of the lovely people that I've met.
Kia ora, my name is Mr. Tauti and I'm the Director of International and Exchanges at St. Andrews College. The Global Competency Certificate is a program to develop global skills essential to life, work and study and to make an impact on the world around us. It is designed with 18 modules that are all done online and 4 facilitated sessions done in person. The focus of the program is on cultural awareness, identity, communication styles, and understanding oneself in this global world. The course is recognized globally through the AFS exchanges who have been working in this space, delivering exchanges for over 85 years. Why would you want to do this course? Well, universities and employers are looking for people to work across diverse cultures and build effective teams. It helps with studying abroad or work abroad, and it strengthens communities in schools and your small communities you live in. Also, it looks pretty good on your CV as well. If you're interested and you would like to know more information, please contact me at ptu@stac.school.nz or come and see me in my office. Thank you.
The recipients of the Global Competency Certificate are Jiri Zhang, Alvin Chen, Shiyu Fang, Jamie Howell, Beam Lupanitkun, Reagan McCann, Michael McCaskey, Mirai Oka, Surichio Saito, Helen Tang, Alan Xie, and Andy Zhu.
Good morning, teachers and students. My name is Sojiro Saito, a Japanese international student currently at 12. Like many fellow students, I'm also going through a hard time being separated from my family for such a long time. However, as an international student of St. Andrews College, I feel lucky because we receive warm welcomes and amazing hospitality daily from our teachers, fellow students, of course our fellow boarding members as well. And the reason that I remain in New Zealand is, again, safest place all around the world at this stage, and everyone welcome people from other country warmly, and I can appreciate everything I received, which means I can get a chance to grow. Lastly, I would like to leave you with this phrase. It is not only until after losing something you realize its importance. Thank you.
Kia ora, bonjour, hola, konnichiwa, and hi everybody. We're here today to tell you about why you should learn a second language. Learning a language is amazing because it opens up lots of new doorways to you and lots of new opportunities. You get to communicate with a wider range of people. It can help advance your career and study prospects. It definitely feeds your brain, and it helps you gain a connection with other people and their cultures from different places around the world. When we get to travel again, it also helps you to see the world through the eyes of people from those countries that you visit, and it gives you a wider and different perspective on other people and their cultures. So overall, it puts you in a better place to be a contributing global citizen. So joining me today are some of our lovely language students from St Andrews, and I'm going to get them to go around and introduce themselves to you in the language that they're learning and tell you about what they love about learning that language. So we're going to start with Jack.
Konnichiwa. 僕の名前は Jack です。StAC に日本人を勉強する。What I love about learning a language at StAC is that over the 5 years, you stick with the same people for quite a long time. And you get quite close, and as the class gets sort of smaller and smaller over the years, you develop a really sort of safe and friendly community in that one class as opposed to some of your bigger classes. So it just develops a really nice space and some lovely connections.
Thanks, Jack. Lily.
Kia ora koutou, ko Lily taku ingoa, ko St Andrews tuku kura. I love taking Māori at StAC because I feel it is important to embrace the Māori culture as it is our Indigenous language. I love my culture and spreading it, and I just want everyone else to be able to know how cool my culture is and many other of New Zealand's cultures. So kia ora.
Kia ora, Lily. Marco.
Hola, me llamo Marco, soy de Nueva Zelanda y también soy de España. Soy un estudiante aquí en StAC y un estudiante de español también. I take Spanish here at StAC, and since I am half Spanish, I actually already know quite a lot about the language and how to speak it quite well. But taking Spanish at StAC, even if you already know Spanish, or even if you know Japanese or French or Maori, it's still an excellent way to deepen your understanding of a language and the culture that you have in your family, for example.
Thanks, Marco. Sky.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Sky. J'apprends français à StAC depuis 4 ans. I speak French and I've been learning at StAC for 4 years. And over the course of my time at StAC, I used to look up to people speaking French, and I thought it was such a cool language. And it's just so cool we had the opportunity to learn these languages at StAC, and it can really set you up for your future if you want to do traveling or anything. So yeah, that's why I like speaking French at StAC.
Merci.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Penelope.
Kia ora, ko Penelope toku ingoa. Ko te reo Māori taku tino aroha. Māori is my favourite subject. I think it's really important for people in New Zealand to learn, as it's our first language and it's not the most spoken. I think it's really important and a really cool fact that people at StAC, like myself and Lily, are able to speak Māori at school and in a school environment. Ka kite.
Kia ora, Penelope. Thomas.
Salut, je m'appelle Thomas, j'étudie français à l'école. Hi, my name's Thomas. I do French at school. What I really love about French is every time you go into a new text or a new, news article, it's like unraveling this puzzle, and that's really fun for me, using all this cool information I get to learn. Really lets me see a whole different view on the world. Bonne journée.
Merci, Thomas. And Finian.
Hola, me llamo Finian. I have been taking Spanish for about 2 years now. I'm not amazing at it, but the thing I enjoy about it is just learning like the different cultures. And the main reason I am taking Spanish is my friend Marco, who's very good at Spanish. I want to talk to his family and himself in another language. So that's one of the main motivations. But I do love the culture, the Spanish culture. And yeah, that's why I'm taking it.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. And we hope that listening to some of our lovely language students inspires you to think about taking a language at StAC and giving yourself the opportunity to connect with different cultures and people from around the world. Ka kite, au revoir, jamata, adios, and goodbye.
Ni hao everyone. Today I'm going to share my experience of being an international student and study overseas. In July 2018, I came to St. Andrews and studied in Year 10. The reason why I came to New Zealand for study is because my mom wanted a translator while she traveled to other countries. Just kidding. It's definitely not the real reason. The main reason is that both of my parents and myself think study overseas is a good opportunity for me to become more independent, and I can meet people from different countries, make friends with people who have different cultures and different backgrounds. And it can also help me to gain a global mindset and enrich my life experience. So I left my homeland, China, and came to New Zealand for study. To be honest, the first few months in StAC were tough. It was awful. I didn't dare to speak to other local students. I was afraid they would laugh at my Chinese accent. I was afraid they couldn't get my meaning. And I was afraid I can't really express my meaning very well. So at that time, when people came to speak to me, in my mind, I was like, no, please, don't talk to me. Leave me alone. I'm not good at English. Please, don't talk to me. But later on, I found that the people in StAC were so kind and friendly. They are patient with me, waiting me trying to say what I want to say. And they will slow down their speed while speaking to me. They will explain to me in an easier way if I couldn't understand. Thank you guys so much for your patience and kindness, which stopped me feeling anxious to speak English anymore. And it gave me a lot of confidence. It made me start to speak to others and make friends with others, get involved in activities, be present in sport teams, and participate in community service. And I had started to have a number of first-time experiences, like trying rugby, cricket, netball, which has never been seen in China. I have participated in camps, slept in a snow cave, and I've done bungee jumping and skydiving. These experiences, as well as my 3 years in StAC, are all treasures of my life. Thank you.